gotta keep fighting, you know, if you really love it, you really, I mean, it is so hard, you know. But I think, you know, with me just finding who I am and, you know, going through whatever we was going through, it helped me to balance myself when I got back to. Everyone needs a little something, attention, especially when she ain't getting it. If you ain't giving it, she's gonna go, what? To get it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And we see each other, we kind of like, hey, what's up with you? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? He pretty much knew my life story.
Y'all, 50 is not playing nice with T.I. anymore. Instead of dropping a diss track, he's out here hinting at DNA drama around King Harris's real father. And now reports are claiming Tiny cheated on Tip. What's wild is the rumor that Floyd Mayweather might actually be the dad.
Now, I know everybody speculated that you had
Cheated.
Yes, with Mayweather. That was the word on the street. Everybody thought you cheated with Mayweather.
Pay-per-view.
And then, I mean, let's be for real. The main word on the street is how your man Tip swung on
That was
Mayweather.
He put the paws on Mayweather.
Tip was like, whoa, like he's swinging on the champion. Like Tip don't give a damn.
So before we get into the proof talk, you have to understand how we even got here. This whole mess flared up again after T.I. spoke on the idea of doing a versus with 50 Cent and said he doesn't respect him because the battle never happened the way it was talked about. Then 50 responded the way 50 always responds. Not with a long speech, but with a post that people felt was meant to humiliate. 50 posted an unflattering photo of Tiny and basically told T.I. to keep his name out his mouth, and that's when King jumped in like, nah, we not doing that. And once King jumped in, the whole thing stopped feeling like a two-man issue. It turned into the Harris family versus one man who enjoys turning public opinion into a weapon. Because King responded like a son who felt his mother got disrespected in front of the whole world. The situation escalates fast, and King goes straight for a place most people say you don't touch: 50's late mother and family grief. That's why people started saying, this is going too far, and why fans are split into two sides. One side said, that's rap, anything goes. The other side said, no, that's not rap, that's real pain. People close noted that the beef started getting disrespectful and that bringing moms into it made people uncomfortable. Now here's the part that makes this whole thing feel like a scene straight out of a movie. While King is loud, emotional, and posting like he's got nothing left to lose, 50 just moves in silence, ice cold. He doesn't go on some long Instagram live rant. He just keeps pressing the same button again and again, and lets the fans lose their mind for him. And that's when the documentary rumors started popping up. While T.I. and his team were celebrating like they scored a win over 50, fans on X were already whispering that 50 might be working on something way bigger than just a rap response. A viral post is saying that 50 might be putting together a documentary about the accusations that have been following T.I. and Tiny for years.
Yo, T.I. and his camp might have won the battle, but they ain't win the war. Let us not forget that T.I. got 30 women out there stating that him and Tiny them and that T.I. stuck his tippy toe all up in their vagina. Y'all thought the reckoning was something. Wait till 50 Cent make the movie. We gonna be going to the movie theaters to see his get back on this shit right here.
Another post pushes the same idea, basically saying 50 has been ducking because he's cooking up a documentary. And if you're wondering why people even believe that, news outlets wrote about blogger Tasha K, alleging she spoke to sources connected to 50's team and that he's working on a documentary about the allegations against T.I. and Tiny. People are not expecting 50 to rap. They're expecting him to play the long game. So what does the Harris family do? They turn to music. They answer with diss tracks. They go straight into defense mode. King released tracks taking shots at 50, and T.I. was dropping songs too, while 50 mostly stayed in trolling mode. Complex also covered the moment T.I. dropped another diss track and posted that infamous weight loss photo of 50. The whole thing carried this warning energy, like he was basically saying, keep posting and we're gonna have a real problem. So this is where things stand. T.I. is handling it the only way he knows how, like a rapper in battle mode. King is reacting like a son caught in the middle, emotional and protective. And 50? He's moving like that quiet bully who doesn't even have to swing. He just points and the whole room starts laughing. And honestly, the memes are what make it hurt the most. People keep pointing out that 50 Cent jokes about Tiny on social media, even sharing memes that compare her to George Jefferson. Then there was the moment 50 reacted to Tina Knowles praising Tiny with a "I'm not gonna do it" type of caption, like he's pretending to hold back while still stirring the pot. And just to show you where 50's head is at online right now, he even reposted that viral news story about an interstellar object and somehow turned it into a joke about Tiny and a few other celebrities' bodies. So you see the pattern? He turns everything into a stage, and he makes sure the joke is always at your expense. Because once the beef went family level, people started digging up the old paternity rumor about King. And this is not new. Sources previously reported on the rumor that Bimmy Anthony might be King's biological father, and they also reported Tiny's response where she called it clickbait and denied knowing Bimmy like that. So publicly, all we really have is an old rumor and Tiny firmly shutting it down. But now people are saying 50 has proof, and they're tossing that same rumor back into the middle of this feud like it's a live grenade. Because even if 50 never posts any proof, the rumor alone still does damage. It still makes King feel like the whole internet is laughing at his identity and makes the family feel like their private life is being dragged for entertainment. So when King breaks down online and reacts with rage, some people are reading it like he's simply defending his mom, but others are reading it like, this rumor is not just a headline to him, it's something that hits a deeper nerve. Now, to keep this clean and honest, what I am saying is that fans are treating it like a storyline. And 50's style of trolling makes that storyline feel more believable to people because he fights with humiliation, not with explanations. Then people start wondering something else. If 50 really has something solid, why hasn't he put it out? Why delete the posts? Why tease it with, "I'm not gonna do it" captions? Why move like he's holding back? And why is the Harris family responding like they're scrambling to put out a house fire with diss tracks? Now even the youngest daughter's name is being thrown around, like she somehow chose to step into the middle of it.
Again to my face, what did you say about my mama? You know I don't play about my mama. You died a day for my mama, cause I say so. If you put your paws on my mama, you made the class of her data. Those are the lots for my mama.
Academic's name got pulled into the conversation through a viral post claiming he said 50 won the beef because of the way T.I. responded, and because of the documentary rumor spreading.
And, yo, T.I., I'm gonna be honest with you. I got 50, I got 54 on you right now. It's not a good look for you, brother. You keep, like, the mere fact in the last 2-3 weeks, you keep talking about verses when that man is talking about your character. It tells me a lot.
A viral post claimed South Fulton police actually had to ask people to stop calling about the beef because it was just a lyrical dispute and not even something they handle. And right in the middle of all that chaos, Joe Budden stepped in. He said he loves when people show off their family with pride, but he drew the line at using family as a way to taunt someone who just lost their mother.
I'm just gonna just let that fly.
And I do love the family flex. I don't like using it to taunt someone who lost their mother, but I like family being a flex for a rapper. Yeah.
That matters because it shows what people are really arguing about. Not who rapped better, but who crossed the line first. Was it 50 for dragging Tiny into it? Or was it King for mentioning 50's late mother? And depending on how you see it, the whole story changes. If you think 50 started it, then King looks like a son defending his mom, even if he did it in a messy way. If you think King crossed the worst line, then 50 comes off like the quiet villain who set the trap and just stood back watching him crash. Because if 50 is really working on a documentary, then maybe he doesn't need to post anything today. Maybe the fear is the point. Maybe the rumor is the weapon. Maybe the Harris family reacting so loudly is exactly what he wanted. If that paternity rumor gets pulled in too, it turns into a double blow. One to T.I.'s reputation, one to King's sense of self. The hard truth is, this won't fade like a track. Songs pass, family whispers don't. So here's the question I want to leave you with, and I want you to really sit with it. Is 50 Cent just trolling for laughs like he always does? Or is he setting a trap where the Harris family keeps reacting, keeps exposing emotion, and keeps feeding the internet more content to chew on? And if there is no real proof, why does the rumor still feel powerful enough to make King react like this? But if there is something behind the scenes, why is 50 acting like he's saving it for later? Because that's what makes this feel so heavy. The silence. Did 50 cross the line first by dragging Tiny? Or did King cross the line by dragging 50's dead mother? And do you believe 50 is really cooking something bigger, like that alleged documentary? Or is this all just social media warfare that's about to burn out? Because if 50 ever decides to stop joking and start dropping, this story could go from loud to ugly overnight. And the way it's moving right now, it feels like everybody is waiting for that one next move.